Right, Bergie. So also, of course, we did see a lot of people were entering inside his house. Are they allowing the public to go in now and pay their tributes and catch one last glimpse of the legendary writer?
They are allowing Akshita, but at the same time they are ensuring that it is done in a very controlled manner so that there's no chaos that is breaking out. For that, a different company, a set of policemen have been deputed under the leadership of an inspector, and he is taking care that people come one by one and there is no chaos outside the residence. And he's also ensuring that people don't come in en masse and create problems. So people have been sent, but in a very orderly fashion. They can access the residence of the literata, but they have to leave their vehicles quite far away and walk towards the place, Akshita, because the setup is done in such a way that it is done in an orderly manner. But there is something with regards to the funeral that will be conducted tomorrow. What we know from sources inside the family is that by 10 a.m. The body will be taken from the residence to Kantirva. From there it will be taken to Kalakshetra in Bangalore University grounds, where it will be cremated. So this is the situation at present. But again, a lot of people coming in. People are just hearing about his demise. A lot of people have taken, there are young writers also who've come in. Those who've taken inspiration from him, they've all coming in. But there is a lot of orderliness in it because the police have set up a lot of bandobast both at his right side of the residence as well as on the left side of his residence. There is a lot of police bandobast, so people can come in an orderly manner, and it is quite, it's being done in a very orderly fashion, Akshita.
Right, Verghese, if you could also elaborate on the arrangements for tomorrow. Do we know if his body will be kept there till the cremation? What time is the cremation expected to happen?
At present, what we know from the sources is that the body will be taken to Kantirva, where the public will be given an opportunity to pay their last tributes to him. And after that, from there, it will be taken to the cremation grounds in Bangalore University's Kalakshetra. So that is where it will be taken to. But what is the exact time of that is not yet known, because it will depend upon the public paying of tribute at the Kantirva. So that is one thing that people are waiting to know. But it will probably, the cremation time will be probably with relation to the time taken at Kantirva, Akshita.
Right, Verghese, we'll come back to you. Stay with us. But of course, we do understand that the cremation will take place at about 3 p.m.
ಸಲಹೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋರಾಟಗಳನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಬಂದವನು ನಾನು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ತುಂಬಾ ನಷ್ಟವಾಗಿದೆ. ಪ್ರಖರ ವಿಚಾರಧಾರೆಯಿಂದ ಅನೇಕ ಬಾರಿ ಸಂಘರ್ಷ ಮತ್ತು ವಿವಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಗಾಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಅವರದ್ದಾಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಜನಪರ ಹೋರಾಟಗಳು, ಪ್ರಗತಿಪರ ವಿಚಾರಧಾರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ತುಕ್ಕು ಹಿಡಿತಿರೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸಾವು ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರ ಸಾವಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಪಡುವಂತಹ ಮೂಲಭೂತವಾದಿ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ತೀವ್ರ ಧಿಕ್ಕಾರವಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಅವರ ಅನೇಕ ಬರಹಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಒಡನಾಟನ ಅವರು
YSV Datta, the JDS MLA, also present there. He too has gone ahead and condoled the death of URA Ananthamurthy. We've seen several politicians turning up there as well.
ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೌರಿ ಲಂಕೇಶ್ ಅಂತ ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತೆ. ಅನಂತಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರು ಹೊರಟೋಗಿರೋ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಕೋಮುವಾದಿಗಳು ಪಟಾಕಿ ಹೊಡೆದು ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಪಟ್ಟರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಪಟ್ಟೆ. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ದುಃಖಕರದ ಸಂಗತಿ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಬಸವಣ್ಣನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಕುವೆಂಪು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಅನಂತಮೂರ್ತಿ, ತೇಜಸ್ವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಲಂಕೇಶ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಕೋಮುವಾದಿ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥವ್ರು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ ಅನಂತಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರಂತವರಾಗಲಿ, ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅಂತರಾಗಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಎದೆನೊಂದು ಅಕ್ಷರ ಕಲೀಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
People getting extremely emotional there. Speaking about URA Ananthamurthy, he was a much loved man as well. Once again joined in by my colleague Verghese, who is right outside URA Ananthamurthy's residence. Verghese, over to you. If you could take us through the kind of emotions running out there among the people who are coming to visit his house and look at Ananthamurthy one last time. Well, we'll get back to Verghese there, but meanwhile, a lot of people have turned up at his residence, is what we understand. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. is when the cremation is expected to take place. Before that, of course, it is understood that his body will be kept at Kantirva for public viewing. People are expected to come in huge numbers from not just Bengaluru but across the state to bid adieu to the legend, after which, of course, his body will be taken for cremation to the Kalakshetra grounds in Bangalore University. My colleague Verghese once again joins us live from Dollars Colony. Verghese, if you could take us through the kind of emotions running out there, what are the kind of sentiments running through the people? We saw a lot of people getting very emotional and bursting into tears. We'll get back to Verghese there for more details, but it is understood that as of now, Ananthamurthy's body is being kept at his residence, and even there the police are allowing the public to go in and pay their tributes. It is understood that the cops have ensured that maximum arrangements are done. It was of course very unexpected, but they have put up a lot of barricades. They have ensured that there is a lot of steps to ensure there's no chaos out there. Well, coming back to you, Verghese, I was asking you if you could describe the kind of emotions running out there. We have been seeing a lot of people break into tears, so it definitely looks like a pall of gloom has descended upon that particular area. And what we're showing you, of course, are live visuals from his residence. Of course, this is in Dollars Colony, where URA Ananthamurthy's body is being kept for public viewing. And we've already seen the likes of Jayamala Devagowda, Ugrappa, as well as UT Khader and several others turning up there to go ahead and pay their final respects. Tomorrow there will be a lot of people who are allowed inside. It is understood that tomorrow we could be looking at his body being placed at Kantirva, so people can come in and go ahead and pay their last respects to the writer who has, of course, gone down in history as one of the greatest contributors to Kannada literature. Tomorrow, of course, has been declared as a state holiday, keeping in mind the fact that Ananthamurthy is no more, a legend is no more, and he will be cremated with full state honours, is what we understand. He will be laid to rest, of course, at the Kalakshetra grounds in Bangalore University at about 3 p.m. is what is expected. There could, of course, be a delay in that if a large number of people turn up at Kantirva. There's no doubt that there will be a huge crowd from not just Bengaluru but across the state who will turn up to pay their last respects to URA Ananthamurthy. Well, we're once again joined in by my colleague Verghese, who is, of course, right outside URA Ananthamurthy's residence. So, Verghese, I was asking you if you could describe the kind of emotions running through the people there. We have been seeing that a lot of them have been getting very emotional.
It is, Akshata. In fact, a lot of people who have come over here, they have two kinds of emotion. One is that of this person, their idol, in fact, being immortalized, but at the same time, the loss of a godfather who has, in fact, taken them through the world of Kannada literature and given them themes that were totally out of the box. Someone whom we was told that their mother language can in fact have such a transcending significance, especially with those works that have been translated into European literature. So they feel that loss. A person who has in fact gifted them a whole new world has gone. A creator of sorts who's mentored a lot of writers, a lot of journalists, a lot of screenwriters also. That is the loss. A father figure is what most of them have lost. Some of them, in fact, have seen him only through his works, and even they feel that a creator has been completely lost in this. So this is the situation that we see a lot of them in, a lot of emotional people out there. But at present, what we know is that there is a lot of people who come from the cinema field, especially from the filmdom, who have felt that particular loss, because some of the successful characters that they were able to portray was in fact from the themes that he had created, from the characters that he has created, and the kind of a psychological aspect with regards to socio-economic ideas that came in during the 70s and in the 80s, that the impact of those ideas upon the common people, those are the kind of characters that were portrayed by people, and they've been able to in fact get a new idea of what an actor should be while taking these emotions in. So a lot of inspiration, and he was quite a muse for a lot of people. So in fact, Jayamala also came in saying that, you know what, while I was speaking to her, she couldn't speak to us for a long time because she had a knee surgery. Because of that, she couldn't stand for a long time. But she said one thing before she left. She said, listen, he is like a huge elephant, and an elephant who is grandly decorated, who has been the pride of Karnataka, and when he was alive, he was well respected, and when he has passed into history, his contributions will always be remembered, because it is a huge mammoth contribution that he's given, where he's been able to in fact give new direction to the writing and literature in Karnataka, in Kannada, Akshata.
Right, Verghese. So also, if you could just break down who were the personalities who turned up there. We understand a slew of politicians, actors, as you mentioned, as well as filmmakers and writers have already turned up.